What's up, everybody? Junie is back here at the Tights Room, ready to read your responses to this last week's Tuesday Tights question, which was, what is your preferred denier count for hosiery? Now, of course, denier has to do with the thickness or thinness of the yarn of which the hosiery is made. So like shearer tights would have a lower denier count, opaque tights would have a higher denier count. So I'm going to read through these responses. And there were so many responses, and so I thank you so much. This might have been the most responses that I've had for the Tuesday Tights question so far, so I thank you so much for your participation. He wears heels and hose responded, sheer for me, 15 to 20. King Anna King responded, I'm a seasonal denier darling. During the cooler months, the higher the better. 60 is my go-to, October through April. During warmer months, I'll drop down to 20 or completely switch to fishnets. Tights Lad responded, oh wow, I love this photo of you in low denier tights. Thank you. I mainly wear low denier tights, 10 to 20 denier, sometimes 40, but low denier really make me feel good. I wear ballet tights for dance classes, but low denier for me, making me feel good. Jeff.Prov responded, another great question as always. Thank you very much. I wear all kinds, but for sheer hosiery, I like 15 to 30 denier and opaque 50 to 80. I wear opaque tights in winter and sheer, nude, tan, and navy, mostly, of course, in the summer. Black God and Hose responds, depends, out and about, higher at home, feeling sexy lower. Dickinson Antoinette responds, higher. Tapman28 says, the support tights I wear almost daily are 140 denier. They're semi-sheer and durable, but they're also smooth with a nice shine. His pantyhose said, I actually prefer higher denier, but in reality, unusually wear low. A1QA3 responds, lower, but wearing opaque more often as more resistant. The Redhead Sugar 14 says, my God, I like both, but I feel higher denier count is a tad better than the low one. The reason is because my legs remain hairy. I've never shaved them at all. I'll need a much thicker pair of tights, most likely 60 to 70 denier, no matter if they're worn with trousers or shorts. Shiny15483 says, love wearing all denier tights in the colder days. I wear the high denier on warmer days. I wear the low denier tights. Nylon Bear says, hello everyone. I like both, and I also wear higher and lower. But I guess I like lower a little bit more. I like this look when the leg shimmers through the sheer yarn. John Juiced says, it depends on the weather or my mood. Vintage Stocking Chic says, lower denier. Tightsman888 says, definitely prefer the high denier counts for sure, mainly for the reason that they seem to last longer and able to withstand my sometimes dry, cracked hands from damaging the delicate fabric. Mike Shortstop 55 says, 15 to 20 denier. Jekiah Sock says, I have no particular preference for denier, just as long as it looks good on me. Then again, I don't own any tights lower than 60 denier. Obsession with Nylon Stockings says, maximum 15 to 20 denier. Sam 1963 US says, I prefer higher in the 80 plus range. Nylons and Riff says, I like 7 to 15 for nude and brown shades and 20 to 30 for black and navy. BF Tight says, most of the time high denier, but for those more intimate, relaxed moments, 15 or less. Tommy Thompson 2716 says, I prefer the high denier. They have to be opaque if I'm wearing them outside. Sometimes I'll go double layer for extra warmth and opacity. Latex Amor says higher, 70 plus. Tights.Angel says, I seem to wear more opaque tights than sheer. Both have good points, but I prefer the look of opaque, but sheer can look very sexy. Nelson Towner says, to me, it's hard to assign a denier value to the semi-sheer support hose that I wear at times. Other times, I like totally opaque hose, meaning higher denier. Some days I get in a hurry or I'm lazy or just pull into knee-high support hose. Girls in Tights 2, thank you for checking back in, says, I like more than 100 denier. Trinidad Jackson 5817 says, always lower. The highest denier I have ever worn was 40 denier. Everyday Pantyhose says, I prefer 15 to 20 denier all season. In summer, mostly I wear sheer hose with shorts, and when it's really warm, pantyhose with 10 denier or less. In winter, I wear pantyhose under jeans, and when cold, the pantyhose with 40 denier. In spring and autumn, I really love to wear shorts and pantyhose with 40 denier at low temperatures, as on my post. That feels the best. Thank you for responding, and I appreciate the in-depth response. Femboy with the pantyhose says higher for sure. Pythos Von says, depends on intended look, what skirt or shorts are being worn, etc. Jay Shears says, great question, thank you, and thanks for letting me know how to pronounce denier. Anytime, that's what I'm here for. I'm super turned on by the silky ultra sheer styles. The look, the feel, and the reveal is amazing and so on point, with formal wear exposing that silky elegance, contrasting polished dress shoes, but higher levels are more durable and functional, learning to really love those styles recently. Cool. Donatella, anybody says it all depends. If I'm feeling like I need a sheer look, then the lighter the better. For a softer, warmer feel, I prefer a heavy denier. All depends on my mood or the weather. Leggings Dude says, I like both, but it depends. If I'm home, lower, but if I'm out, higher and thicker are the way to go. Maybe layering a pair or two of lower denier. Hola Soy Trio says, I prefer a low denier 20 to 30, but opaque are really nice too. West 63M says under 15 for sure. Remo Denier says, newbie here. Thank you for coming on. Like both, but semi-sheer looks more attractive for me so far. Thanks for being a first timer checking in. Hope you come back. I appreciate it. Jeff Hostpick says, the lower the better. Love ultra sheer nylon. Om Safilo says, I prefer lower denier tights, semi-opaque. LVS Pantyhose says, it all depends on what I'm doing that day. Going to work, 30 to 50 more durable for the job I do and on my feet all day. At home, just me and the hubby, 10 to 20. All depends on my level of naughty. No matter what the denier, you will always find me wearing pantyhose for every occasion. I love everything about pantyhose. Very cool. Thank you so much. And Domolee66 says 150 black opaque tights. Thank you all so much for your responses. Wow. So many responses, and I appreciate your participation every single week. And of course, be on the lookout for the next Tuesday Tights questions at the Tights Room Instagram page, and I will see you over there. Thank you all so much once again.